Today, I'm going to be reversing Russell Westbrook's career, meaning that he'll be starting it off with the Los Angeles Clippers and ending it with the Oklahoma City Thunder. For this first year, he's going to be playing alongside guys like Zach Randolph, Eric Gordon, and Baron Davis. So I don't have too high of expectations, but we'll just have to see how year one goes. Season 1 is wrapped and Kobe was on a different level. Now, Russell Westbrook, he wasn't able to take home the Rookie of the Year because Derrick Rose, well, he was also on a different level. And as for our team, we were kind of the definition of mid. We ended up going 41-41 on the season. Now, we did see Russell Westbrook named to the All-Rookie First Team. Checking out the stats for this year, ignore these other 2 years, but checking out the stats for this year, he averaged about 18 points per game, added on about 7 assists. He was also getting over 1.5 steals per night. Now, the three-point shooting, we know Russ, so it's alright. We'll give him a pass on the three-point shooting. It was his rookie year. Now, we did not make it into the NBA playoffs. The Blazers were tied with us at 41-41, but I guess they had the tiebreaker, so we didn't make it. But there is some light at the end of the tunnel. It's time for Russell Westbrook to move on to his second team, the Los Angeles Lakers. Russell Westbrook is going to be playing alongside a prime Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles. Not to mention we got Pau Gasol, Lamar Odom. This team should be poised to compete for a championship. Let's see if Russ can get the job done in LA. His second season of his career is wrapped. LeBron wins MVP. Steph enters the league and he's with the Timberwolves. I know T-Wolves fans are probably still mad they messed up that draft. J.R. Smith's also in Minnesota. Dwight Howard, DPOY, Goran Dragic, most improved, and Avery Johnson, coach of the year. Now, checking out the All-NBA first team, of course, Russ isn't there, although a guy who was in his draft, Derrick Rose, makes the All-NBA second team, and Curry makes the All-NBA third team in his first season. So maybe we'll see Russ on one of those All-NBA squads soon, but we were really good as a team this year. We ended up winning 56 games, and Russell Westbrook, his scoring did go down a bit. The assists were up a little. I would still like to see improvement in the efficiency. He did drop a lot in turnovers per game, which is really good. He went from 3.3 to 2.3, so a massive improvement there. But in round number 1, we've got the Houston Rockets. Now, checking out this Rockets team, they have Yao Ming on the squad. I guess Tracy McGrady left. Mario Chalmers running the point guard. I don't really have too much to worry about with this team. Let's see if we can get the dub. We go ahead and we beat them in 6 games, and now we're moving on to face San Antonio. Now, this is a team that could be a problem. They've got Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Michael Finley, Bruce Bowen. A nice squad for sure. Let's see if we can take game 1. We are going to take the first game. Game number 2 is going to be another dub. We're up 3-0, and we're going to make the conference finals. Russell Westbrook has a real chance to win an NBA championship here, but we've got to get through Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Greg Oden, a Portland Trailblazers team that's really one of the biggest what-if teams of all time. But I don't think they're going to be able to get past us. We've got 99 overall Kobe. Game 1 goes to the Lakers. Game 2 to Portland. Game 3 to Portland. We're really down to the Blazers right now. They've got a 3-1 series lead. Game 5 we're going to win. So let's go ahead and hop into the Simcast for game number 6 here. Oh, we're not going to be able to pull it out. We end up losing by 8 points. Russell Westbrook drops 22 on the night, and Kobe Bryant with 24, 9 for 18 shooting for Kobe, 10 to 17 for Russ, but it was really the supporting cast that struggled. We needed more from some of our other guys. As for the Blazers, they kind of had a mid-game, but it was enough to take us down, and they're going to go on to win the NBA championship. Brandon Roy takes home a Finals MVP. We ended up going down to the eventual champion Portland Trailblazers, but this is our chance to get revenge. This is going to be Russell Westbrook's last season with the Lakers before he heads to Washington, so let's see if he can win a chip alongside Kobe and Pau. Season number 3 is wrapped, and we're headed into the NBA playoffs. LeBron James, another MVP. I don't know who this dude is, but he won Rookie of the Year. Carl Daniels, sixth man. Dwight Howard in Washington winning DPOY, which is actually exciting because Russell Westbrook's about to head to Washington, and this is prime Dwight, so he'll be able to play with Dwight Howard. Nicholas Batum takes home the most improved player. Congratulations to the Timberwolves. They're somehow really nice. All-NBA first team, no Russell Westbrook, no Russ on the second team, no Russ even on the third team, but Kobe's on the All-NBA third team. So that really shows you how much guard talent is in the league at this point. But we were the number 2 seed once again. Minnesota was number 1 just like last year, so a pretty similar season to last. And Russell Westbrook, as for his stats individually on the season, it was a great year. He took the leap over 20 points per game. He almost averaged 10 assists per night, and he averaged 1.5 steals per game just about. His efficiency was up. Overall, a big year for Westbrook. In round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Phoenix Suns, and this is going to be a gentleman's sweep. Round 2, we have the San Antonio Spurs. This is pretty much the same team we faced last year, and we swept them last year, so I feel like we should be able to take care of them, and we do. It's a gentleman's sweep. And again, we've got Portland in the conference finals. The Blazers, they were a tough opponent. I underestimated them, and now they've got players getting better on their team like Drew Holiday. So I hope we can get this dub, but it's no guarantee for sure. Game 1's going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us. We're trying to get revenge 3-0. Oh, man. Let's get in the finals. They take a game. That's fine. And we're going to make it to the NBA Finals. And we get the finals that everybody wanted to see. Bro, Derrick Rose is playing with Bron? Oh, okay. That's wild. But anyway, we get the finals everybody wanted to see. Kobe versus LeBron. This was a finals we never got to see in real life. But now we also have Derrick Rose taking on Russ. And of course, Pau Gasol versus Anderson Varejao. I'm simcasting every single game of this series, man. I want as many hop-in games as possible. Game number 1, though, we're not getting any type of hop-in game, bro. They got cooked. Kobe Bryant, 34-10. Russ with 24. Shout out to Pau, too, 22-10. And LeBron with 23, 8 for 20 shooting. That's not going to cut it. Game number 2. We end up pulling away in the 4th. A 12-point win. Russell Westbrook with 27. KB with 21. And Pau Gasol with 12. LeBron had 23 points once again. That's not going to be good enough. Bron and D Rose, they're really struggling early in this series. I thought this was about to be the game we hopped into, but Kobe said, nah. 44-16 for Kobe Bryant, 16-10 for Russell Westbrook. LeBron has yet to crack 30 points in this series. We're up 3-0. I don't even feel a need to simcast anymore. We sweep Bron and company. Kobe Bryant wins an NBA championship. And now it's time for Russell Westbrook to move on to the Washington Wizards. Russ got another really nice squad in Washington. Dwight Howard's here. Russell Westbrook's here, of course. We got Nick Young, Brandon Jennings. This team's nice. I think we'll be championship contenders once again. Season number 4 is wrapped. Russell Westbrook's first season in Washington. No MVP for Russ yet, but it's definitely still early in the simulation. Dwight Howard, though, he's in beast mode, winning another DPOY, and we won 61 games. All I'm saying is this might be the Russell Westbrook effect. Every single team he goes to just is really nice, and Russ makes his first All-NBA team this year. He's only 22 years old. Looking at the numbers, you see why the Brody was really going crazy, but 16% from 3 is wild. Russell Westbrook is not this bad of a 3-point shooter. I don't know what 2K's cooking with that. So we're going into the first round here. We're going to be taking on the Boston Celtics. Now, this Celtics team, they're kind of old. They got Rondo, they got Paul Pierce, who are still above 90s. But overall, with our dynamic duo of Russ and Dwight, I think we should be all right. Ooh, I'm rhyming accidentally. But anyway, we're going to gentleman sweep them. Moving on to round number 2, where we're taking on the Brooklyn Nets, who have now picked up Brandon Roy to play alongside Brook Lopez and Thaddeus Johnson, Thaddeus Young. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Game number 2 against them is going to go to us as well. Oh, we're cooking in the playoffs, bro. Come on. Get us to the conference finals. I'm not worried about this team. We're here. Conference finals, taking on the Toronto Raptors. They've got Chris Bosh, the MVP, but otherwise, I'm not too scared. I'm not moved by Sean Marion, man. I'm not scared at all. Game number 1 is going to go to the... Okay, maybe I should be scared of Sean Marion. We're going to take game 3. Series is all tied up, headed into game 5. Come on, man. Let's see some Russell Westbrook gameplay in this one. It's fourth quarter and we've got a close one. Time to hop in here. 102 to 101. Here we go, man. 2 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the game. The Toronto Raptors have the ball. They're going to inbound it to Jose Calderon. Calderon defended by Russell Westbrook in the Fire throwback Wizards unis. Calderon down to Bosh. Bosh defended by Dwight Howard. That's our DPOY lockdown. There we go. Bosh is getting clamped. Jose Calderon gonna pass it to Cowens. Cowens over to Bargnani. Beautiful defense. Oh my gosh, bro. You've got to be kidding me. Ball is in Brandon Jennings' hands. Jennings over to Russ. Russ defended by Calderon. Bro, the paint is wide open. If Russ doesn't take that, we're going to give the ball to Trevor Booker. Booker over to Jennings. Jennings going to pop the mid-range, and he missed it. Oh my goodness. Jose Calderon has it. We're down by 4 points here. Raptors have a chance to further increase their lead. And the lob to Bosh. Bosh smoked it. Bosh smoked it. Russell Westbrook has it. Westbrook over to Jennings. Jennings going to shot fake, defended by Bargnani. Jennings, just use your speed, man. Get in the paint. Oh my. Okay, there we go. Out to Russ. Russ for three. Why? He's shooting like negative 4% in the sim. Why would he take that shot? Cowens has it. Cowens working his way to the basket. Out to Marion. Over to Cowens. Cowens down to Bosh. Bosh. That's our DPOY, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Dwight Howard. Up to Jennings. Fast break. Lay it up. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, we got to the free throw line less than a minute to go. We need Brandon Jennings to hit both of these free throws. First free throw for Brandon Jennings is gonna drop. All right, perfect. Free throw number 2 for Jennings is also good. He makes the trip to the line, a good one. And now Ricky Rubio has it. Rubio defended by Russ. We've got a chance here if we get a stop. He's going to get the screen from Jose Calderon, and they're going to give it down to Bosh. We need it, Dwight. We need another stop, man. Come on. Lockdown. Oh, my goodness. Chris Bosh. Oh, no. Why'd he get the board? Dwight Howard is him. Chris Bosh is on cold. Brandon Jennings has it. Jennings going to get the screen up top from Trevor Booker. Jennings trying to work his way into the paint. He's kind of getting clamped by Jose Calderon. Time is winding down. Out to Russell Westbrook. Westbrook, no time left on the shot clock. Gonna step it back. Oh my gosh, why? Why do we give it to Westbrook for the last second shot on like no time on the shot clock? Now the Raptors are going to the free throw line. For us to really stay in it, we could use a miss from Rubio, but he's gonna cash out on both. We need a bucket, preferably a 3-pointer. Down by 4 points here, a little over 10 seconds to go. Ball goes into Ivy. I don't even know who this dude is, but he's dribbling way too much. Somebody take a shot. Stevenson for 3. Bro, we sold in clutch time. We didn't deserve the win. Wow, what a terrible performance. Shout out to Dwight Howard, though. His defense, it was impeccable. He was locking down Chris Bosh. Russell Westbrook with 28 points. He even hit 3 threes in this game, but that shooting was not there in clutch time whatsoever. Dwight Howard with kind of a stinker, 6 for 18 from the field, but I mean, he had 19 boards. We'll give him a pass there. And Chris Bosh, yeah, you were in Dwight's dungeon, man. You were getting clamped, but we still lost, so I can't even really say too much. Game number 6 here. Our season is on the line, so of course we're about to hop into the simcast for this one. We end up winning by 16 points. Shout out to Russell Westbrook, 34 points. Dwight Howard with 22 and 12. Nick Young with 17. And looking at the Raptors, Bosh had a better game, but Bargnani struggled, and we end up getting the dub. We need one more to make it back to the NBA Finals. Time for Game 7. The game is 108 to 109. We have the ball, and we're up by a point. The ball's going to go into Ivy. Where is Russell Westbrook? Ivy has it. Defended by Ricky Rubio. Ivy, just give it down to Dwight. Dwight! No, he smoked the dunk! Bro, where's Russell Westbrook? Where is Russell Westbrook, man? He needs to get in the basketball game. He's fouled out. So the Wizards are going to have to finish this one without Russ. We need Dwight Howard or maybe like Nick Young to start going crazy. Jose Calderon has the ball. Bro, why are we spamming lobs? That's the DPOY. You know Dwight's going to stop that. Now, Ivy over to Stevenson. Open 3. He's a shooter. No, he isn't. He missed. Trevor Booker. He missed an open layup. Wow. Great stuff, guys. Less than a minute to go. We're still up by a point. Sean Marion has it. Marion going to pass it to Ricky Rubio. Rubio. Why does Rubio have a 3 next to his name? Over to Chris Bosh. Bosh, bully ball. We need Dwight on Bosh at all times. That is the MVP, and the Raptors are up by a point. Here we go. We are down by a point here. Deshaun Stevenson inbounding the ball into Ivy. I still do not know who Ivy is, but let's just get the ball to Nick Young or Dwight Howard. Dwight, beautiful roll. There we go. That's exactly what we need from you, Dwight. Just roll to the basket and score. We're up by a point. A little over 30 seconds to go in the game. Jose Calderon with the ball. It looks like they're trying to get it to Bosch on the roll, but you can't do that. Dwight Howard's defending him. Lockdown. Come on, Dwight. Yeah, that weak mid-range. That's not going in. Dwight Howard, yep, get rid of it. There we go. Somebody else is going to the free throw line. It's Ivy who's going to be going to the free throw line here. First free throw for Ivy is good. Beautiful. We just need both. Come on, man. If you can knock these both down, that'd be incredible. And he's going to. We're up by 3 points. Headed into a timeout for Toronto. But let's see what they draw up. The Toronto Raptors trying to potentially tie the game here with a 3, or they could get within 1 with a 2-pointer. They're going to give it to Bargnani, over to Jason Richardson, over to Marion, over to Bargnani. They're playing hot potato with the ball. Jose Calderon has it. Calderon down to Bosch. Dwight, I've been talking about your defense. What are you doing right there? Why would we give that up? And Ivy's going to go back to the free throw line. Ivy, we need it. 2 free throws are good. He's been clutch, ice in his veins. We're still up 3 points here. Jose Calderon has the ball. The Raptors should really look for a 3 here. Jason Richardson's going to take it, and he misses. Oh, we got bailed. We got bailed. And Ivy, he must just be knocked down from the free throw line because we're giving it to him every single time. If he hits this one, I'm pretty confident in our chances of winning. Yeah, looks like we're good to go. But, yo, the Wizards really scared me there. Without Russell Westbrook in the game, it looked like we might fold, but we didn't. And this game is over with. We're moving on to the NBA Finals. Big Game 7 win, man. Oh, look at Russell Westbrook lifting up the trophy. That's what I like to see, Russ. I know you fouled out of this one, but I'm sure he was a big part of what we did in this series. Checking out the stats for this game, Russ had 14 points before he fouled out. He didn't have a crazy game, but Dwight Howard, Nick Young, Brandon Jennings, they all had his back in this one. We end up getting the win. Bosch was going crazy, 38-19. But guess what? It didn't matter because we end up winning. We're going to the NBA Finals where we're going to be taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Russell Westbrook versus Steph Curry in the finals here. Let's get straight into it. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 to us. Oh, man, back-to-back for Russ. It's looking like it. We're up 3-0. The sweep. Dwight Howard's going to take home the finals MVP. But Russell Westbrook, early in his career, he's already got 2 NBA championships. The playoffs, they were kind of stinky. I'm not going to lie. The efficiency was atrocious. But, hey, he got another NBA championship. And that's exactly what I like to see from Russell Westbrook. But unfortunately, despite just winning a ring with the Wizards, it's time for Russell Westbrook to move on to the Houston Rockets. Now, I see here that the Rockets were the 3 seed this year, so that's promising. With the addition of Russ, they should be contenders in this upcoming season. This Rockets roster feels like a Troy Dan video, bro. We just don't have any players. What is going on? We've got like 3 guys above 80 overall on the team. I mean, Russ is with Yao Ming, and he looks real happy in his pictures, so hopefully everything will go all right here. Luckily, though, if things don't go too well, he's moving on to OKC after this season anyway. Russell Westbrook's 1 season in Houston is coming to an end. Steph Curry named MVP. Anthony Davis enters the league. He is a beast in these Sims, man. I mean, these are rookie year numbers. Ridiculous stuff. Carl Daniels, 6th man. Chris Bosh, DPOY. Brian Gordon, most improved. Owen Taylor, coach of the year. And Russell Westbrook, he does make the All-NBA second team. I'd expect him to put up some crazy numbers this year. Actually, not as wild as I thought, considering the team he's on, the depth that they have. I thought Russ would be going absolutely ballistic. But we ended up being the 7th seed this year. Kind of a step back from the teams that Russ has been on in the past. But I understand why. The depth just really wasn't there for this team. I'm just going to sim around for this first round. I don't have high hopes. We end up going 7 with Minnesota. It was a close one. I probably should have hopped in. But we didn't, and Steph Curry ended up dropping us off. Unfortunate, but the Steph Curry-Kevin Love duo is kind of tough, man. I can't lie. We end up taking an L, and Russell Westbrook's good buddy Pat Bev ended up on the squad. But anyway, it's time for us to move on to the Oklahoma City Thunder, where Russell Westbrook is going to be spending the rest of his career. Also, congrats to Kyrie on the NBA championship. He's in his 2nd season winning Finals MVP. Russ might have just joined a super team, bro. He's playing with Kevin Durant, Mike Conley, Julian Wright, Mo Hill, Corey Brewer, Giannis. Giannis just got drafted to the team. Bro, it might be wraps for the rest of the league. Now, one thing to keep note of is that Kevin Durant is on the final year of his deal, so hopefully Oklahoma City will be able to re-sign him, because if they can, it's wraps for the league, bro. Let Giannis develop with this team. Oh, it's over. Man, Steph Curry is going crazy in the simulation. No MVPs for Russell Westbrook, but this OKC team is ridiculous. Maybe we got some comp, though, because Chicago just went 73-9. We got to watch out for that team. We're going to check out who's on that squad in just a second. Russell Westbrook made the All-NBA second team this year, averaged about 21 points, around 11 assists. I mean, he had a lot of guys to pass it to, so of course he did. I'm so excited about this Oklahoma City team. We only finished as the 4th seed, though. I thought we'd be a little bit better than that. Regardless, I want to see who's on that Chicago team. I mean, they just went 73-9 this season. And looking at the squad, they've got Kyrie, Luol Deng, Al Richard. I mean, they've got some decent depth, but 73-9 without 190 overall player? I don't know about all that. But let's go ahead and simulate round number 1. We're taking on the Dallas Mavericks, and Dallas is giving us problems. They've got Derrick Rose, Paul Pierce, Anthony Davis. Okay, I see why they're giving us problems. Let's see if we can at least take game 5 and make this interesting. We can't. We end up getting gentlemen swept. Man, L grammar. But we end up getting gentlemen swept by the Dallas Mavericks. D Rose, he went crazy. I mean, Russell Westbrook, he's got a lot of guard comp in this league. But now our main thing we're worrying about this offseason is if Kevin Durant will return to the squad. Free agency is almost at an end, so let's see the moment of truth. Did Kevin Durant return? He left. Of course he did. He went to the Lakers. Kevin Durant is gone. So just like in real life, Russell Westbrook gets snaked by Kevin Durant. And now this is Russ's team. I mean, let's not act like it's real bad, because we do have, Giannis Antetokounmpo playing alongside Russ. So we should be okay. But the fact that we just lost Kevin Durant is really bad. I mean, it's not like we even won the chip last year, so we've got to try to win without KD. All these other guards getting MVPs, but Russell Westbrook can't do it. That's okay. He's still really nice, but I wish we could see Russ get a chip. Also, the Chicago Bulls are just such a great basketball team. Maybe Russ was close to winning MVP this year, though, because he was on the All-NBA first team. The numbers were crazy. This is like when KD left OKC the first time in real life, and Russell Westbrook just turned it up to a whole different level. And I was watching our team throughout the season. We were doing well. No KD, no problem. We got better without Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was really just holding Russell Westbrook back. Round number 1, we got the Portland Trail Blazers. We're not worried. Maybe we should be. We're up 3-2 in the series, so hopefully we can close this one out in game 6. We can. We're moving on to the second round, where we're going to be taking on the Rockets. They've got Kobe and Yao. This is a team that Russell Westbrook used to be on. He was there briefly for a season. We're going to take game 1. Game number 2 is going to go to Houston. Game 3 is going to go to Houston. And we're down 3-1 in the series. Come on, let's at least make it interesting here. We're going to take game 5, so we'll hop into the Simcast for game 6. I would love to see a Russ versus Kobe matchup here. And it looks like the Houston Rockets might pull away in this one. In the 4th quarter, yeah, they're going to be able to close it out. Houston wins by 6. Russell Westbrook 36-11. I mean, we can't blame him. He left it all out there on the floor. Giannis only gave us 8 points. We're still waiting on him to take like a huge leap to where he can be like a 20-point per game guy. But I mean, 19 a game is still really good from Giannis. But when you're taking on Kobe Bryant, who's giving you 40 and averaging 35 in the playoffs, and you're also facing Yao Ming, it's definitely a tough matchup. So unfortunately, we ended up going down. The Bulls end up winning the championship. Kevin Love is the finals MVP. Russell Westbrook and Giannis are really going to have to turn it up. I mean, Greg Oden's starting to regress. The supporting cast isn't that crazy. So we're really going to be relying on these two guys to help Russell Westbrook win some more championships. We're about to enter the playoffs here, and all I can say is Derrick Rose is just nice. He takes home another MVP award. Cat wins Rookie of the Year. Gordon Hayward, sixth man. Kawhi, DPOY. Cameron Bailey, most improved. Bro, what is going on in Chicago, man? What type of team do they have to be winning 74 games? Russell Westbrook, he ends up making the All-NBA first team once again. Averages about 27, 11 assists per night, 2 steals. He's just going crazy, but he never learned how to shoot threes. He's shooting like 18% from the three-point line, which is just wild. He's garbage at three-point shots. This year, we were the number 3 seed, but it's because the conference sucked. We only won 45 games and somehow got the 3 seed in our conference. But I got to see what's going on in Chicago. 74 wins is wild. I don't know what type of team they have. Bro, I don't really get it. I mean, don't get me wrong. They have a good basketball team, but 74 wins? Kind of crazy for that team. All right, let's get back to our squad. Round number 1, we're going to be taking on Golden State. They've got Monte, PG, Robert Bailey, Wendell Little. This is actually a good team. Like, low-key almost as good as that 74-win Bulls team. We're all tied up at 2 apiece here. They're going to take Game 5, and we're going to take Game 6, setting up a Game 7. Let's see if Russ can get out of round number 1. We're going to end up losing by almost 20 points. Russell Westbrook with 30. Giannis only gives us 12 points. We're going to need more from Giannis. He kind of struggled in this year's playoffs, but he's already up to an 85 in year 3. Definitely a ton more room for progression there as well. So I think that that's going to be the key, like I said earlier, is Giannis just continuing to get better. Kyrie gets another chip, another Finals MVP. That Bulls team, we're going to have to worry about them if we want to win championship. Here's what the team is looking like. Russell Westbrook gets a little bit of regression. I don't really get why. He's only 26 years old, but Giannis is going up. He's up to an 87 overall. Julian Wright is down to an 83. Team is kind of just looking mid. Hopefully Giannis and his progression will allow us to stay afloat this season. Another season wrapped, and I'm pretty sure we can all come to the conclusion that Derrick Rose is the greatest basketball player of all time. Another MVP in the books for him. Still none for Russ. Ben Simmons ends up in Brooklyn. I feel like this happened in a simulation I did recently as well. Dennis Schroeder, 6th man of the year. Kawhi, DPOY. Oladipo, most improved. And the Bulls come back down to earth. 61 win season. Pretty mid by their standards. Russell Westbrook on the All-NBA first team this season, putting up the Russell Westbrook numbers that we've grown accustomed to. But I'm wondering if Giannis made it this year. Yes, he did. That's what we need to see. 88 overall Giannis. He averaged 19, about 9 boards, around 6 assists a night, about a block and a steal per game. He even shoots better from 3 than Russell Westbrook. All right. Let's see where we're at. We're not in the playoffs? Bro, I just assumed that we'd be in here for sure. But we end up missing the playoffs going 42-40. We just barely missed the mark. But I think that is the first time this has happened in Russell Westbrook's career. So we'll see if we can maybe make some changes in the offseason. I'll take a look at the draft lottery. Maybe we can jump up in the draft, draft somebody good. In the draft lottery, we are going to be sitting at 13th, so we are not landing a crazy pick or anything, but maybe we can make some free agency pickups. Here's what the squad's looking like after free agency, and we might be even worse. Julian Wright's getting worse. Giannis is up, but the supporting cast is... It's rough, man. Robin Lopez is regressing. We don't really have seemingly any promising young players or anything. We just gotta hope that Russell Westbrook and Giannis can carry. Another season in the books, and Mavericks players are just trading off on who wins MVP. Last year it was D Rose, this year it was AD. Siakam averages about 8 and wins Rookie of the Year. That's kind of crazy. But no awards for Russell Westbrook, unfortunately. He didn't even make All-NBA first team this year. He was on the second team. Still some really good numbers. He hasn't averaged a triple-double just yet, though. The rebounds are really what's been lacking in the simulation. And Giannis, he's on the All-NBA first team. I was checking to see if he was here anywhere. And Giannis, 23, 10, and 6, about 2 steals, 2 blocks a game. He's even shooting over 40 from 3, and that was good enough for us to get back into the playoffs. 44 wins on the season, very much improved as a squad. Round number 1, we're taking on Portland, and we get absolutely cooked. So we still definitely have room to improve. We got a little bit better, but we're still not up there with the contenders in the Western Conference. So this is what the team is looking like. we're kind of just mid outside of our 2 stars, as we have been. I wish we could clear up some money to go out and sign a superstar, but it seems like we got a lot of money tied up in like these 3 guys who aren't exactly great. But maybe this season will be a step forward because Giannis seems like he's in beast mode. Bro, we were trash this year. I do not care about the Anthony Davis MVP, man. We were garbage. Maybe this will give us a chance to get a good pick or something. Congrats to Russ on All-NBA second team, I guess. Giannis doing good stuff, I guess. But that's not adding up to wins at all. 34 wins. That's pathetic from the squad. This offseason, though, we got the 2019 NBA draft. That's, of course, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson. An opportunity for us to upgrade the team. And since we were so bad, maybe we can land a good pick in the lottery. We're picking a 10th. Beautiful. Beautiful. I guess we'll see who we end up drafting, but I'd assume it's not going to be anybody too crazy. We end up going with Brandon Clark. He's a cool rotation guy, I guess, but he's not going to be like a major needle mover for our squad. Going into player progression, this is the team. We've kind of had Russ and Giannis and then a bunch of mid, and that trend continues. So again, we'll just need big stuff from Russ and Giannis if we want to make any noise. This is getting ridiculous, bro. How did the Mavs do this? They just have every MVP. Congrats to Zion, Rookie of the Year, Jamal Murray, 6-man. Shout out to Giannis, DPOY, but he definitely wasn't guarding enough. Y'all see our record. We were hot garbage, bro. We were trash once again. The Russell Westbrook fall-off might have started too because he's not on any All-NBA teams or anything. But yeah, we were 40 and 42. Maybe I was over-exaggerating how bad we are. We could at least potentially make it out the play-in. Let's see. Yeah, we are going to make it out of the play-in. Okay, so we're going to be taking on the Houston Rockets. The Rockets got Kawhi and Klay. Like, bro, why do we have to face these Avengers super team squads every single time in the NBA playoffs? We're about to get cooked. Yeah, we get swept. Like I expected it. We're just not a good basketball team. We lost Kevin Durant, and nothing was the same. Shout out to Drake. How did y'all feel about the new album? Personally, it might have been one of Drake's worst. I'm not even trying to hate, but man, I don't know. I wasn't too big of a fan. But checking out player progression, we did not pick up anybody. Who would have thought? We're just consistently mid. We'll see how we do this season. We need Giannis to really turn it up. Bro, this has to be rigged at this point. I mean, congrats to D-Rose, I guess. But wow, this is wild. Giannis takes home another DPOY. That's fire. And he also took home Clutch Player of the Year there. Let's see. Did Russ make his way back onto All-NBA? Yep, he's on the 3rd team here. Over 21 points per game. The assists have really dropped off over the past couple seasons. But hey, the 3-point percentage is up to 22, so you better watch out. Russ might hit the rim this time. Checking out our record for this season, we won 39 games on the year, which is pathetic, but we somehow ended up as the 7th seed, but we lost both playing games. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff, guys. Love to see it. I don't know what our cap space situation is looking like, but if we're not able to add somebody, I don't even know what to say. It feels like we've been simulating for a good minute, and Russ has yet to get any additional help outside of Giannis. And it looks like Giannis is just going to leave. That's what I was asking for. I was asking to replace Giannis with Kyle Kuzma and Francis Bird. Oh, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. How is this a real thing, bro? Like how? How is Derrick Rose still winning these MVPs? I don't understand. Giannis winning DPOYs on another team. I can't believe he abandoned us. Russell Westbrook, All-NBA second team, decent stats, but did they matter? Not at all. We won 24 games. Now, this year is the year of Paolo Banchero and like Jabari, Chet, but will this really matter? Probably not, because we're about to enter the final season of the video. So I'm going to go to the NBA draft and hope that we actually make some type of trade. That would be ideal. Shout out to Zion winning a chip with the Toronto Raptors. I remember somebody was in my comments saying that they were a Raptors fan and how like Zion getting drafted to the Raptors in one of my other videos was really cool for them. So yeah, shout out to you. But anyway, going to the draft lottery, we had the number 1 odds at the number 1 pick, but landed the 6th pick, of course, because, you know, that's kind of just how this video is gone after the championships early. Russ has really struggled, but maybe we'll trade the pick or something. We traded it! Beautiful! Beautiful! Okay, come on. Please tell me we get like an all-star or something. We got Paolo? We just finessed, but like we don't need Paolo. Oh my gosh, bro, we don't need like this is wonderful. Don't get me wrong, but we don't need Paolo Banchero. We're about to enter the final season of the video. We need players who can like hoop for us at a high level right now. Not to say that Paolo's not a good player. I think you get my point. Oh man, I just got clickbaited by 2K. I thought we were about to get a star or something. Don't worry though, we got our star in free agency, Otto Porter. Or did we trade for him potentially? Yeah, we did trade for him because I was like, it doesn't really make sense that we would have signed him because we had some other 87 overall big who was on the team before. We must have traded him for Otto Porter. We got Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Clark. I mean, on the bright side, the depth isn't too bad. Russ, you're just going to have to cook this year. This is going to have to be your year, and we'll need Otto Porter like spotting up for threes and Kyle Kuzma spotting up for threes. I don't know. We'll see how we're... Oh, you're kidding me. Dylan Brooks is on the team too. He's going to be hitting his emotes pregame, so we got to win or we're just going to get memed. Well, it looks like this final season was definitely a flop. We were absolutely terrible. But I think that overall this video was most definitely a success for Russell Westbrook. Because you think about it, first of all, he made a lot of All-NBA teams. And also, in his real-life career, he won no NBA championship. In this video, Russell Westbrook ended off with 2 chips, 11 All-Star appearances, a bunch of All-NBA appearances. So I would say it was a huge success for Russ. That's it for the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.